Alright, what's up, yins, guys? I keep hearing this on the TV news, so I'm going to go ahead and make a video about this, because I keep hearing it over and over again. And I'll have to remind you, too, I'm not diehard pro-Trump, death with anybody. And I definitely can't stand Nancy Pelosi or anybody either. So, I'm going to make this video about why, and I sure as shit don't give a shit about Bernie Sanders. And, anyway, I'm going to mention this one about, first of all, Bloomberg, and if I make any videos about anybody else as I go, then I'll do that. But this Bloomberg thing, I think Bloomberg is a bloomin' idiot. So that's what I'm going to make this video about. Yeah, Bloomberg. I got to laugh about this one. I can't even make a video without laughing. And in this one, yeah, I'm going to go, I should say in advance, anybody that doesn't like what I'm saying that's in the Bloomberg or whatever and wants to judge me because of this and say that I'm probably some kind of drug dealer or whatever. Fuck you. I already disproved you. I'll explain that to you later. That I not into any kind of drug use or drug dealing or whatever. But anyway, Bloomberg, this is the subject matter that Bloomberg is a hypocrite and he's kissing the ass of the very people because he decides he wants to be president, so he needs to get the vote of a lot of other people in a population whom he is under scrutiny for. He had a very free policy and permitting and encouraging police to stop anybody they feel like it on the street and frisk them. And of course, if you don't submit to being frisked or whatever too, yeah, you can be like a peaceful person walking around like I was involved in charities for Christmas, and you can get political enemies because you have political views, and cops will come and along with the frisking, because to be fair, there is dangerous criminals. Well, in the cities that people like that he came from, and some of these cities, yes, to be fair, yes, there are dangerous criminals that can attack even, say, you, me, I don't care. You even don't like me, you have an SUV, they can attack you, me, anybody. But anyway, there's a thing where, yes, they're dangerous criminals, I understand that, but it leaves room that if police have too much of a line, people like Bloomberg can attack his political enemies, which probably does. Stop and frisk somebody, and if you're told in so many cases that if you argue with them and you resist the frisking, they'll knock your effing ass out or do shit like that. Yes, the cops can threaten violence. You can be stopped in the middle of the afternoon, and cops will be threatening violence. They got criminals out there that are narcissistic and violent and sinister, narcissistic and violent, and you got criminals do the same way. So these police got to be careful they don't get killed, so they turn the same way. There's not much of a difference if you get caught in the middle of their war. And there's a thing too that if it comes to the crazy damn shit you're seeing on the news now and everything else, these kids with these threatening these shootings, and all these other shit going on that people are saying craziest shit. They're pushing it right along. I mean, that people can get frisked in the totalitarian searching, in property and seizing and confiscating money and property like they did with that old guy in an airport. No drug dealing, he's totally clean, and they took money off of him and never going to get it back. But anyway, yeah, that's the kind of shit that people like Bloomberg conveniently can use to attack political enemies. And you don't fucking think that some people vote for him become president, that he won't reinstate that? Oh, he's acting like, oh, he regrets it. He wants to be president. He's not like that anymore. Okay. And, but yeah, when I'm saying I understand that there's some really dangerous criminals out there and everything else, I understand that, especially in your cities. But people that, yeah, and there's also a thing, though, too, that I talk to about people, too. You got these people selling this garbage that is actually killing people as soon as they use it and everything. It's getting worse. And that I think people knew about it for years, and they're just throwing somebody to the wolves and throwing somebody under the bus to save their own asses and everything else. But you got that going on, and there's this thing, okay, where we have in the Constitution, okay, if you're on this side of the line, the cops ain't going to be able to catch those. That's one of the problems. If you have it too much over here, the cops could literally walk right. I mean, okay. The people can walk right in, damn near, right in front of the police station, right under the cop's nose, and be selling these drugs, right? That bold and brazen. But then you go up this side, just a smidgen, where they're crossing constitutional lines. Yes, they are catching people that are in possession of this stuff, and it is harder. Yeah, in some cases, I know you're damned either way. I had friends that had family members who have died of that garbage. I mean, I do understand that. I mean, but at the same time, there's people like in neighborhoods like maybe mine, cops don't really bother anybody that's in a big city, that there's certain people out there, respectable people, that they could snap their fingers just because you got smart with them, or you have a view that they don't like, that they all of a sudden now in the middle, say, of an afternoon, all of a sudden they get these certain police they know to actually show you who's boss, a kind of a flexing of muscle, a showing of dominance. I mean, things like what Bloomberg condones, which that's totalitarian North Korea, communist China, like Burma, fascist Italy type stuff. Like the president of the Future of Freedom Foundation said in like little videos that I've seen, that there in some countries, there shit goes on in certain countries that make the cops and even soldiers actually work effectively as thugs, you know what I mean? But in countries like this, you got, if you're a peaceful person, don't bother anybody, but you have an attitude about certain political and religious ideas, and you're outspoken, you get targeted by both sides, and you can get caught in between their war. You get people on the street that you know don't know what they do, what they're into, who they're buying a joint from, that you'd rather not be associated or meet up with, because you don't need the trouble, right? And then you got they're very capable of doing the same shit that the police are doing. You could have them or the police attacking you, or thuggery being perpetrated on you, or some kind of thing like where they show their dominance, right? And if you got this far in this video, there's a hypocrisy about certain kind of things that are going on that people don't like what police are doing. But I don't care for a hypocrisy either, where people are saying death to the police, do away with the police, death to the police, and hail to some daddy on the street, which they want to put in power, that they think is totally okay to do this, to perpetrate or commit the same brutality against you as they accuse the police of. There are people like that, that, some legit reasons to hate and do away with the police, and they're the other people that all they care about is selling their garbage on the streets that are killing people and want to enslave people into prostitution and all this crap, using it. They think it's okay for their buddies to commit the same brutality against you, but yet they'll cry police brutality when the shit's perpetrated against them, So there's a hypocrisy here, though, too. So some of us more normal people, should avoid certain activities where trouble occurs. But, I'm just giving you a little extra info, but also the reason why I wouldn't vote for Bloomberg either, but